Hey, we've got a great one for you today. I'm talking adventure. We're up in the Yukon, staying at Dalton Trail Lodge. We've got wonderful scenery, great company, and phenomenal fishing. Glad you could join us.
Coming up, the Yukon, with its vast wilderness and beautiful scenery, is known as a land of adventure. Crystal clear lakes and rivers are home to a multitude of fish species. On today's show, Bob is joined by Canadian country music star Paul Brandt and his wife Liz at Dalton Trail Lodge. They travel up the Kathleen River in search of Arctic grayling and rainbow trout in this pristine wilderness.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here comes. Whoa. All right. Oh, man. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Look at that big laker. Yeah. Ah, huge. Oh, baby. That thing is a monster. Whoa.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, I got one. Look at that thing. Help. Look at those teeth. Oh, there we go.
Bob Izumi!
All right. Woo-hoo. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh. Whoa. All right. Look at the size of this fish.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Chevrolet, Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
Hey, folks, that's what I call real fishing. Recently, I had a chance to visit the Yukon. Canadian country music artist Paul Brandt and his wife Liz joined me at Dalton Trail Lodge. On the third day of our trip, we headed up the Kathleen River to fly fish for Arctic grayling and rainbow trout. Oh yeah, all right. Saw it come up, shortened up on the cast, and put it right in there. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's a really nice one.
Oh, it's a light one.
Big male. You see the big turquoise fin on him?
Oh my! Now you know we're going to keep a few small ones today for shorelines. I've never had Arctic grayling, so it's going to be pretty interesting.
They are fantastic.
This one's too big to keep, though,
Yeah,
isn't it? Look at this.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Look at that fin on.
All right,
Okay.
good stuff. Look at that fin. I just noticed a couple of big black ones back there. There we go. All right. Paul got one on the dry fly.
This is a good time, huh?
Okay. Beauty. Beauty. One thing, the barblets, they just pop right out, don't they?
Oh, there's one.
Paul Brandt!
That's a big black one's right here.
You see it?
I see it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I should give Paul that hole the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
I
loving
like
that
'em.
fly.
I really like Paul, but I don't know if I like him that much. I don't know. I mean, I've been letting Paul have the really good spot. And Paul, can I have a cast in that hole?
Absolutely. Why don't you come on over here?
Look at that. Paul's showboating once again. Way to go, Paul.
This is too much fun. Way too much fun.
Little mountain action behind you. Life is good, Mr. Brandt. Life is good.
Beautiful. Well, we'll catch you again later, okay?
Where you look? Oh, yes. Oh, come on. Oh, he's got it. Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to have to get this one released. Here's the net man. All right, the net man. Oh, look at that big one coming in. Yeah, you are a busy man. It's good to see you working hard as a partner here at Dalton Trail Lodge, Thomas. You know, I know that you had to really convince your partner that you should be the one to come along today. All right. That was so cool to see that thing come up, and I think it's ready to go back. Hey, we sure had a great morning of grayling fishing. We kept a few so that we could have a shore lunch before heading further up the river. I'm just gonna sneak down past Paul because I gotta give him always the water first because he's a country star. Oh no!
Honey, he's catching him over here. You better come here.
These Brandts are so competitive. Paul, how's it feel?
Feels pretty good. It always feels good, Bob.
I gotta come over and see. Paul, do the honors. Let me see your net there.
Grayling.
All right. Rainbow, huh?
No, Grayling.
No, you got a grayling.
Yeah. You gonna land that for me, Bob?
I think I might try.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's just like playing badminton with this one. There we go. Nice stuff. Look at that fin. It just is amazing.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Yeah. It's saying, I've not encountered a human before.
I think I'm gonna go check out the bottom there. There
Good
you go.
stuff.
Thank you very much.
They are a pretty
I
fish, aren't
saw a
they?
couple of rainbows down there.
You did?
You wait here.
Okay, well, I'll just hold the net and wait for you, okay, Paul?
Oh, sounds good.
Thanks for coming on. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back while I wait to net another one of Paul Brandt's fish after this.
Stay tuned to see if Paul Brandt can land the first rainbow of the trip.
There's nothing like it, hey?
Little afternoon of fly fishing up here in the Yukon, and I'll tell you what, it is just gorgeous up here. You've got scenery that is probably some of the most beautiful anywhere in Canada. Fishing that's untapped. And you know, one of the great things up here at Dalton Trail Lodge is there are so many options when you're here. In fact, let's have a look at some while I try to catch these rainbow trout here. The Yukon is known for the Klondike gold rush of the late 1890s. News of a gold strike in the Klondike River sent over 100,000 people making the long trek north. Now the rivers of the Yukon hold a different prize for those who know how to catch it. Lake trout, pike, Arctic grayling, rainbow trout, dolly varden, and king, sockeye, and coho salmon can all be caught in the Yukon. The scenery is some of the most spectacular that I've seen in all my years of traveling with the Real Fishing Show. Encounters with wildlife are very common. Wolves, grizzly bears, black bears, moose, caribou, porcupines, and prairie dogs are frequent sights. If you're looking for an adventure of a lifetime with amazing scenery and great fishing, then give the Yukon a try. You'll be glad you did. Oh yeah! All right.
There's nothing
Good
like
stuff,
it, eh?
Paul. Paul, you've got a rainbow, do you? All right, way to go. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Way to go. How'd you hit? Good?
Yeah, there he goes.
On the dry fly.
On the dry fly.
Does it get any better?
Nothing like that.
You know, I didn't realize you were a master angler,
I wouldn't go that far, Bob.
professional singer, and just an all-around great guy.
Well, thanks, Bob.
And
Sure
let me
enjoy
just-
fishing with you.
And I'm just about to go past you here. Way to go, Paul. Yeah, I just.
I'll wait here.
No, I mean, this is your hole. I don't want to infringe.
Yeah, I got you.
I think I'll just go past you and fish some fresh water.
Doing the dance.
I just want to compare my grayling to your rainbow, okay, Paul?
Sounds good. You bringing him up here?
Yeah, just to show and tell, because my grayling could be eaten by your
This
rainbow.
one's definitely a little prettier. I don't know. Well, it's hard to say which is pretty.
See, Paul, mine's more of your miniature design.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, yours is bigger, but you know what? Don't tell anybody.
I won't say a thing. That's a beautiful fish.
How did you get that rainbow? You called the shot?
Liz was there. She can
Your
attest
wife
to
is
that.
just like your lucky charm, isn't she? All right. Way to go, Paul. Way to
Beauty,
go.
Up here in the Yukon, Dalton Trail, rainbows. We'll let someone else catch you.
All right. Well, I'm such a nice guy that, you know, I left you this spot if you caught that one.
I appreciate
and I'm
it.
going to guarantee a fish in the next 3 minutes
I
down
gotcha.
here. But it's going to be a grayling. There we go. All right. That's how easy it is, folks. Just going to show you one more time, okay? It is get the line out, which is really easy to do because it's only about a 30-foot cast, okay? Yeah, all right. Boy, I sure hope Paul's having fun up there because I like my grayling spot here. He's up where the rainbows are, the head of this pool, and I'm here where the grayling are. If you ask Paul, he'd say there's much more skill to catching rainbows, but I don't know. These are fun. Look at that. No problem. He is the fish whisperer.
Up next, Bob gets out the secret weapon.
Power minnow and a tiny jig.
Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. When fishing surface lures, it's common to get an immediate strike following a good cast. It's as if the fish see it coming, which in likelihood they do. And the same applies to well-placed sinking baits. What this demonstrates is the importance of that first cast to each new location. It also shows the value of placement and presentation. In most situations, game fish rely on vision when sizing things up. One of the most overlooked aspects is the rate at which a lure drops following that initial cast. Fish can be quite fussy and specific on this point. A rapid drop rate works great on active fish or when competition is a factor. What you're looking for is that fast, aggressive bite. Then again, depending on the mood and weather, it can work against you if things bottom out too quickly. Slowing things down gives fish added time to make a decision or to swim over to the bait in the first place. Once a drop rate pattern is established, you can maintain it by varying weight or jig size. Most of us make this choice based upon water depth, but it's not quite that simple. Here, it's a tiny 1/16 ounce jig in a large tube for a slow drop to deep water. If you're uncertain what fish want, always go with the least amount of weight possible, just enough to allow accurate casting and solid contact on that all-important drop.
Well, just threw a cast out, first cast with a little Berkeley realistic minnow here. And got Mr. Rainbow on. Got some 1 pound fire line on this little Shimano ultralight here. All right. Whoa! It just discovered something. It's hooked. All right. Good stuff. Look at that silver job. Good stuff. I guess your net floats, so we're laughing.
Yep. There he goes.
Yeah, what I got here is just a little power bait, a power minnow, and a tiny jig. Super small jig on 1 pound crystal fire line. Just something a little different. I thought I'd give a little spin fishing a try here before we call it a day. And that fish there was chasing something, wasn't it? Right up here near the shore.
Yep. Chasing a little bait.
So one cast and bang out. All right. What was that? One cast. What have we got on? Grayling or rainbow? Let's see here. They're stacked out there just where it'd be hard to cast with a fly rod from here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A little too far.
All right, but this 1 pound fire line casts a country mile. All right. Okay, let's see if we can go 3 casts for 3 fish. Let's see. Okay, and this spot's slightly more effective than the fly, right? Yeah. Slightly more effective. Let's see. What have we got here? Yeah. All right. Yeah, good stuff. Arctic grayling are members of the salmon family. They live in cold, clear lakes and rivers. Their range extends across the northern part of North America from Hudson Bay west through Alaska. Their main forage is insects, which make them popular with fly fishermen. They can be very aggressive and readily hit dry flies. Once caught, they put up a good fight and they jump a lot. The average grayling is about 1.5 to 2 pounds, but they often grow over 3 pounds. What they lack in size, they make up for in numbers and aggressiveness. If you ever get a chance to travel to the Yukon, then be sure to pack your fly rod for some non-stop grayling action.
There's more fishing in the Yukon coming up.
All right.
This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
Okay, I just love it when you can see fish. That's, oh yeah, there he goes. Going down, looking at it. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Big old smallmouth. Come on, where are you going? Whoa, he's under the boat. He's all over the place. Whoa, baby. Come on. You know, when it comes to sight fishing, folks, there's nothing more exciting. And the whole key is to have good polarized glasses. I've got my Strike King glasses on here. Polarization cuts out the UV so that you can see down and see under the water's surface. This is a big fish here. It's got attitude. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo. Now, when you're sight fishing, you want to lead the fish. Now, if any of you shoot skeet or trap shooting, you know how you lead them with a shotgun. Well, with sight fishing, it's the same thing. You want to lead the fish. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. Come on. Pull that little power tube out. All right. Nice one. And what you want to do is just lead the fish. So in a lot of cases, what will happen is, now that fish was by a boulder, and this is midsummer fishing, and there's still fish in shallow. And many of our lakes now are crystal clear with the, the invasion of zebra mussels. So you'll see fish cruising. What I like to do is not make a lot of movement. And when I do see a fish, is I like to make a cast maybe 3 or 4 or 5 feet beyond it to take it away from the boat. I don't want to lead it to the boat. And, you can tell the mood of the fish as well, just by how fast they go over towards your bait. I'll tell you what, when I can see fish in clear water, it's very exciting. It's like stalking them. It can be a lot of fun. How could any fish resist that? There he goes. They're eating this little critter.
You making fun of me?
That's scary how they eat this thing. They must think it's a live minnow,
What do you got on there, Bob?
Paul, I will say that I have on the secret weapon now. Tiny jig and a little power bait minnow. Something that should be illegal and so good. There we are. They're stacked up in that hole, aren't they? What do we got on here? Big boy?
That's what I'm just wondering. Oh, very nice.
I just loosened it. Oh, acrobatic, and there's another one following it. I thought there was. Yeah, that's a nice grayling, isn't it?
That's a very good grayling.
You're not allowed to beat my record.
Oh yeah. How many centimeters? Look at this. All right. Alrighty. And it's just a simple cast out. Let that little tiny jig, it's a 2-inch, oh there we go again. It's a tiny 2-inch power minnow. Little power bait. And I mean this bait here catches all kinds of panfish, but these grayling love it too. I just had to stop here and get a fix before we called it a day today. Look at this one. Look at the colors of that baby. He's got some color to it. Oh, baby. They are good sized grayling. All right. I just thought I'd do that for fun. Look at this thing. Fight. 1 pound fire line. Yeah. Ultralight fishing. You know, that's the one thing you could look at nowadays, folks, if you're looking for something new in ultralight fishing, is go with this 1 pound fire line. This is a compre rod here. Very light action. And watch how far it casts. Way out there. Okay, the infamous last grayling of the day right here. Last grayling of the day. All right. Thanks for playing. Thank you for playing. Alrighty. Okay, we ready to go? Okay, it's been a lot of fun, and we gotta head out now. Whoops! I'm just getting my last cast in as I walk backwards to the boat. I was told one more fish we have to go. I think I'm gonna troll back to the boat, okay?
Hey, I sure had a great time fishing at Dalton Trail Lodge in the Yukon. The scenery, wildlife, and superb fishing opportunities made it a trip that I'll never forget. I'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing.
All right, way to go, Paul.
Up here in the Yukon, Dalton Trail. Rainbows.
Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Whoa. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, man. Woo. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that. Yes.